First video of 2021 and it's been almost a month since the last one. So algorithm, do your best. Hey guys, Chris here and welcome to the first Filmmaker React episode of 2021. It's been a while since my last upload, but what can I say? I need to take a bit of a break, have some holidays and come back. Today we're gonna react to League of Legends Wild Rift Cinematic, and I know there is a new one that just came out which looks sick as well, so let me guys know in the comment section below if that's the one you would like us to react to next. By the way, who is this character? Because when I found the wallpaper, I have to say her expression is the exact expression I had every single time I had to go to the college campus library to study for the test the day before. That was the exact expression on my face. Good times. So let's see if I remember how to do this. YouTube, Wild Rift Cinematic, full screen, and I have to tell you guys about Skillshare. Now every time a new year comes along, people like to do like a deal with themselves and do something that they really want to and that they couldn't really do last year, or they didn't have the time, or they didn't get to it. If you have something that you're passionate about and you're not sure where to get started, then Skillshare is the perfect place to be. Whether you're into programming, crafty stuff, creative stuff like filmmaking, photography, the things that I am into, then Skillshare is where you want to be. It's an amazing online platform full of creative lessons to help you study with your passion today. You just go to the site, type in anything that you can be interested in, and then lessons and tutorials come up. Now the awesome thing is that Skillshare is bringing you guys a full premium membership, but it's only for the first 1,000 of you guys. That means that by clicking the link in the description, you can get a full premium membership and get started with your passion today and see where it takes you. I've used Skillshare in the past when it comes to learning a different editing software, because depending on the studio that you're working with, they have different needs. And through Skillshare, I got my skills up to the task. Click on the link in the description and get started this year on what you want to do. And with that said, guys, let's hit play on this cinematic and see what it is all about. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nandato. Okay. Oh, that's sick! I think... Oh, she's so cute too. Who is she, guys? I know the other one, I think her name is Jinx, but I haven't seen her cinematic yet. Yasuo! Right? Yeah. That's funny. Ooh! Everyone is so bored, man. Oh, Wilson! Sick. Whoa! Oh, it's like the stage, like fight. Yep. Ari! That's, man, she's like the Harley Quinn of League of Legends. Oh, I know her as well. Camille? Oh, that's sick, bro. Man, I haven't... That is sick, man. Nuts. And everyone has fun. Oh, that was sick, man. Oh, that was too short though, but that was sick. Is that it? Yeah, okay. That was really cool. How long was this? 225. Oh, come on, League of Legends. We need more. Okay, like the cinematic first. like this video as well, guys. It always helps out, and that was pretty cool. Now, I guess the point of it is like, you know, everyone being like in their own thing, kind of like by themselves and being a bit bored. But then coming all together and having fun and playing around in League of Legends. That's a pretty cool video, actually. Now, I recognized quite a few characters, so you guys have to give me that one. I still don't know who this is. I think the other chick, the loony one, like Harley Quinn style. Her name is Jinx, because my friend has told me about her. Yasuo, Ari, in her original costume, which you do not see often, so that was cool as well. What did you guys think of the cinematic? Favorite character or kind of fight move? Anyways, so let's go back now and take it step by step and kind of like see a few things here then, whether it comes to visual effects or filmmaking techniques used. Keyboard, lap, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Her color scheme is very interesting, so it's basically purple with blue. Cool. I like this. This is like, you know, it's a very fast kind of cut paste, getting ready, like gearing up kind of like situation scene. And whether it is that you're putting on a suit and you have the tie and the thing and the belt and the gloves or something, or whether you have knives or a sword, or in this case, crazy weapons and things, is super cool to basically have really good cuts of just the things either getting like on you or like getting adjusted, and you have very quick sound effects like that, and that's how you like portray it to the audience. Because if it was real time, it gets really tiring. Like, I have to put my pants on, and then I have to put my shirt on, and then I have to put my suit on, and then I have to pass the tie over my neck and try, you know what I mean? So, if you guys take note, that's the, so gun, scratch patch, weapon flip, in gum, which basically gives us a quite like, you know, and I'm guessing if you're a fan of League of Legends, you know who this is, so this is kind of like a cool character trait. Just a bit of spice for the character, you know? Chewing gum. And when the chewing gum goes pop, that's really when the hit beat really drops and it starts playing. And it's quite a catch, you know, it has a good rhythm to it. Very interesting. So basically they take the visual pop of the gum and they introduce the beat of the song. Always super important to use the soundtrack and cut. This is what I always do. I cut the scenes based on the soundtrack that I have. Whether that is a music video or an actual soundtrack, you have to cut your scene based on the beat. And when there is like a big kind of like bum on the soundtrack, that's where a big impact visually should happen as well. So that is a really cool. So let's take a look how they're creating this kind of like portal bubble. So you have a ray coming in, but I want you guys to focus at the environmental impact. So you have the rays coming in, but focus at how the light interacts with the character in the environment. Now, using a pre-rendered asset, glow effect, and some mask, you can get really close to something like this. So you have the impact, and as the impact happens, a lot of light leak goes out. We have a cool kind of like flare. You have a quick bang. And then you have this portal creating from the background, and the particles kind of like go, and it's like nice and blue. Very straightforward, and as you can see, let's say this was, again, you wanted to recreate this in real life. All that you have to do is either do some handheld motion, like the perspective of the whole effect taking place does not change. 1, 2, boom. And then she drops and they do the cool camera flip. But basically, what I'm trying to get to you guys is that the perspective and the parallax of the camera stay relatively the same. Like, there's let's say this was real, right? And you want to replicate this. You have the camera like this, and then you have the character and the cameraman do this at the same time. But because the parallax and the dimension of the camera does not move through space, it's super easy to use 2D assets for the sphere and the particles, and then track them with a simple 2D action and then compose them in and have the exact same thing. Basically what I'm trying to say is you don't always have to go crazy with the way you move the camera and the perspective when it comes to visual effects. You can use those creative things when you don't have very heavy visual effects going on, because they're very tricky. You need to do a lot of 3D tracking, camera matching and things like that, and it can get out of hand really quickly. But this way, as you can see, you have the same impact, the same cool things happening, but you can do it in a way that you can handle, basically. So it goes through, super cool. I would do this easily with a green screen and kind of like, you know, floating with a bit of like a mini table like this and kind of like being on it, and then put like the cool warp and the light effects and things like this. Like I said, college. That book is really cool. I know this has nothing to do with anything, but it's really cool how like the book has those like very shiny copper details. That is really cool. And what kind of language is this, man? Like, it's just simple. So that's really funny. It's like that one friend that you have that they're just so like out there that even if you're down and you're like not into it, they're just gonna get you into it, which is really funny. Boom! Sick. And then we move to another location, which is Yasuo, and he's bored as well. That's kind of like the theme, you know, like someone doing something normal-ish, let's say, reading a book, having tea, and fighting at the same time, because Yasuo, I guess. What about Yone, his brother, man? He's so cool. He doesn't even need his sword. He can use a spoon, like Neo. Cool, maybe I should use a spoon in my next short film. Sure. And then they reveal that this is actually really cool, because you can see him oh, come on YouTube, one job. Yes, we can do this together. Come on. So I want you guys to focus a bit on the framing of this. You have Yasuo straight in the center. You have the other guy on one end, but you can't see anything else of like what comes next, which is really smart. And then all they do, again, very simple camera move. All they do is like, they're gonna pan to the left, and you're gonna reveal the pile of the guys. That is just like really fun. Like that's like visual humor, I guess, and how you can translate it with a camera move that is so simple but effective. Really cool. Nanda to Temera. Now he's mad. I like this one. She's really cute. Like, she's very bubbly as a character, it seems. And when she's pressing the button, like, it doesn't work for a few seconds, and she's like, Again, in this one, if you guys notice, Yasuo does a really cool, like, very rapid move, because I'm guessing he moves like the wind. Come on! But they don't actually show, they don't repeat the same thing, kind of like showing you them being transported to the next location. In this one, they just use Yasuo really cool, like, jump through, and then you only can see the light. Again, this cinematic, for some reason, is really good at showcasing simplicity, but things still being effective. Let's say you don't know how to do a portal, or you don't know how to do, like, good composition and assets and things like this, and you want to do something really low budget, here's the way. You know what I mean? Sound design, and then basically telling the audience what's happening without even showing them, because you can't, or you, for whatever the reason is, you can still get the point across doing it like this. The next guy, I like the kind of like when they fly through like all the different kind of worlds, each world has its own distinct style. This is like a very, it almost looks like FF7's, like, you know, low kind of like city slums, and you know, we have kind of like a very greenish and yellow color scheme in here, as you guys know from previous episodes, talking a lot about color. The dominant here being like a very ambient green, almost like sickly color, and then yellow being like the contrast to this one, where before we had like a very kind of like overall blue with kind of like goldish tones and copper tones and things like this. Yasuo's was very warm. So they all come in back. And now we're up to the final world, which is basically, it looks like, you know, you have like the jungle and things like this, and the statues, which is basically the game itself. I've downloaded League of Legends, guys, I told you this before. And they're gonna have an awesome fight, and no one's gonna be bored anymore. Sick. So cute. I've seen her in a different League of Legends cinematic, and I think you guys told me about her, and it was either in Warriors, because it was like in a snowy castle, and you know, stuff were happening, and this is someone, and then she had her staff, and she did some really cool things as well. Damn, yeah, that happened. So you have the opposition, basically. We're gonna fight, yay! So we have Ari, Camille, that guy, the other guy, and the big rock. I know. I love this scene actually. Again, like the cinematic throughout, it's quite like humor centric, it's kind of funny. That is just sick. I love how like the music goes away, and then you have the. It's just like, it's a really funny thing to build momentum, and then someone does something that brings the momentum, and everyone's like, "Timmy." But like that is so funny to us, the audience, and they're kind of playing on that, but they're doing it really good. Boom! Very funny. That's a cool character move, like he becomes smoke and then he comes back. I like her. That's like Ari and her orbs, like usually. So we have really cool action pacing now. Ooh. Ooh. I'm focusing a bit heavy on visual effects on this one, but we haven't done it for a bit. So if you guys notice, and really quickly, let's see how they do like a futuristic, magical kind of like explosion, not like the classic fiery ones. So if we go step by step, they do the same thing, guys. If you focus, you have the light spurging out. Then you have like a smoke colored in like a fantasy color, like, you know, blue, green in this case. But if you focus, oh no, what did I do? But if you focus, guys, and you go frame by frame, there is a warp, like dehazing effect and kind of like displacement that starts to happen as the thing grows. So you can see it's like here, then it goes here, and you can see it in the trees as well. And making distortion maps and having distortion happening, it's one of my favorite ways to basically blend visual effects, especially when they're like either light-based or energy-based and things like this. Even lightsabers, really. I like putting some distortion because one, it helps blend all the assets together in a really organic way, but it's just also very cool. And even though it's subtle and sometimes you don't even register it in the first viewing, it really helps hit that impact when it comes to like explosions or things that happen, that have energy basically. Ooh. Let the sound effect play out. That was a very kind of like, how do I say this? Like, this was a very like happy-go-lucky video from League of Legends actually. I'm a bit surprised. Other than the KDAs, most League of Legends have like kind of like either an epic or action impact or like the hero rise kind of feel to them. This one was just like pure fun, and that was really sweet. I really liked it. Let me guys know what you think. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and do check out Skillshare, guys. It's a pretty cool place to be, and it's a free premium membership. And with that said, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and until then, stay awesome. and creative.